bro. Got him.
All right, we live.
Man, here we.
We so KY Fantasy Football Podcast. Your favorite asshole. I got Mr. 32.75 with me. I got old GOAT Commish Petey with me.
Yes, sir.
I got the low man Camo. He's with us too. Trust God. Exactly.
And he done switched his internet from Kinetic to Metronet this week, so we shouldn't get these type of glitches.
We got Brother Brew with us, the man of many talents. I'm mentioning you last. We got Bravo.
What it do, baby?
Throw that jersey out, Bravo.
Y'all know what time it is. Yeah, Stone Cold Kittle.
We got Air Ribbo with us.
Who?
Rogers played me. You know what happened.
Got on dress colors, man.
Hey, man, we gonna kick this off with a bang. Como fell off already. Ain't that about a bitch? Hey,
messed up his internet connection.
Hey, Rick, man, I'm gonna give you a solo screen, man. Talk that shit.
All right, brothers, check this out. I know everybody who watched last week see my man there, Ribbo, say he gonna beat me by 32.75. And even though I laughed real loud, in the back of my mind, bro, I was dismayed because I don't never get beat that bad. I was flabbergasted. I was like, surely my brother in Christ, Air Ribbo, wouldn't think that he would beat me by that much. But that's what he predicted. That's what the We So KY pod predicted that he said on Twitter. So then let's fast forward to Sunday. And I go to the We So KY pod Twitter handle, and it said Rob had the best. So he was in the running for the best lineup set of the week, and they put the score up of him versus me, and it was 81-10. Like I had played all my guys. So then I seen Derek, aka Bird, go in the chat and said, "I see you, Rob." Like, and the thing was, Rob ain't say a word because Rob knew I only had 2 people playing. But yeah, everybody was going crazy. Fast forward, 4 o'clock comes around. I'm in the 80s now, going into Sunday night. Rob over sweating. I don't care what he say. He over sweating because he know what's coming. Then my Giants later.
Come on, bro. 8 points from a total of 2 people. That's what's coming, bro.
My Giants later head. Hey, I got the floor. Wait a minute, brother. You know how your turn.
Pull out the 9, Jamal.
Then my Giants got smoked out, and I got Daniel Jones and Waller. So I was only up by 1.6 going into Monday night. And Ribbo had Aaron Rodgers. Aaron Rodgers, as we all know, got hurt. So I ended up winning by 1.6. But my thing is, brothers, it was personal. Ain't that what Coach Prime said? It's personal. So that 32.75 wasn't going to be accomplished whether Rodgers played or not. You might have won, but you wouldn't have had that. So I say that to say this. Rib, you a 2-time champ, bro. I respect you. Don't ever come in here talking that dilly gap like you going to beat me by 32.75. One more thing, bro, and then we'll get started. Coach P, play my theme music.
Yes.
Hey, man. Hey, we not done with the spotlights. We got Mr. Trust Guy coming to the stage too. We got our low man of the week who scored a whopping. Is this an error? This ain't right. Hold on, let me refresh it real quick. I know they point shave my dog. Nope. P.
Hey, you notice when you started to get to the score, his internet started glitching.
That's the reason he was loving.
That boy started walking in this room like RoboCop.
Mm-hmm.
All love, All Love No Trust, aka Trust God, scored a whopping total of 50 points and 50.66.
50 points.
Not a way you want to kick off a season for sure.
That's tough.
It's extremely tough, and I mean, Kamo, how do you want to explain it?
That's tough.
Hey, Don, you getting good, brother.
Kamo, you still with us, Kamo?
We got to still pick up.
Mitch McConnell.
All right, we're just gonna throw this up for a second, man.
Don't do
Kamo
my
would've
dog
lost-
like that. Let him get on her.
Kamo would have lost to everybody in the league. Pete would only beat him by 5.
Who? Hey, man. We're not
You know
gonna
Al's
do
here.
that. He only would have beat him.
He say ain't no Al's in here. Yes, sir.
But man, let's get into these topics.
Hey, man, my dog gone.
Yeah, he dropped off, man. Pod dropped out. We got the receivers to own in Kansas City. As we seen, one of them got dropped immediately after the game, but was picked up by another member who we earlier today. Kadarius Toney got dropped in virtually every league that I was in, except for a dynasty league. Who do y'all think is the receiver to now own in Kansas City? Rob, I'm gonna kick it to you because you actually got one of them on your roster. Do you think he's the receiver one, well, outside of Kelsey?
Rasheed Rice. When he gets more snaps, because right now he's like in packages. So I think, as the season goes, I think he'll be the one to have. I mean, I don't trust Scott Moore. We've seen this 2 years now. He don't show up and do nothing. Who else is on their team? MVS.
Mm-hmm.
He's all right, I guess, but he ain't hurt nobody. So I mean, I think it's Rice for real. I mean, you could grab what's the other guy's name?
Valdez Scanlon.
No, Ross. Ain't he back?
Justin
Ross.
Yeah, but who knows?
We got Rice, MVS, Watson, Ross, James, Moore, Tony.
Richie James.
Mm-hmm.
Who had a good year last year with the Giants?
Yeah, they just used him on. Look like they only used him on special teams though. The first game.
Yeah.
James might need him back.
I'm not gonna lie, I'm not taking nobody. That's my goal. Like it's kind of like back when Aaron Rodgers was playing for Green Bay. I mean, unless you can get that top guy, which is Kelsey on this team, I don't want anybody else on the squad.
Yeah, I agree with what Bruce said, man. I was looking at some numbers from the game, and they said Mahomes hit 11 different people in that game, bro. And like the lead in receptions was actually Rashee Rice. He led in receptions, but I think that was only like 4 or 5 catches. But, if you got somebody targeting 11 guys or hitting 11 guys in the game, that means that ball is going to get spread around. And then once Travis Kelce comes back, that target range is going to go down a lot more because he's going to see at least 12 or 13 a game himself. So I don't know that there is a true number one guy outside of Kelce to own in Kansas City for real.
All right. Yeah, you say he threw it to 11 different people?
That's insane.
11.
Yeah, I think he threw one to Kamo too, but he obviously dropped the ball. Bro, who do you think is the receiver to own in Kansas City?
Travis Kelce. Honestly, I predicted that he would throw the ball more to Jerick McKinnon, but he only had 1 or 2 catches. So I don't know what they're doing. But last year, I mean, for a lot of people in fantasy and just success for the Chiefs, Jerick McKinnon was kind of carrying them outside of Kelce. So I don't know why they keep trying to go to all these other unproven people. I mean, I get it. You can't target one player, but man, if it's broke, if it's not broke, don't fix it. I can't even talk.
Hey, Commissioner, why you over there in the shadows like you Bane or something, man?
He scored 55 points.
Yeah, man. I'm just,
He turned the spotlight up.
Man.
But yeah, man, I know one thing about Vince. We know Vince picked him up. Vince said he's wide receiver 4. I do think this. Maybe by like week 8, Kadarius Toney will be a good fantasy option. And that's, if you won the league before, I know some people haven't, no shots thrown. But sometimes people that are random win you fantasy leagues in the last 5-6 weeks of the season. So Kadarius Toney might be something later on in the season.
Bro, this is complete non-biased hate because y'all know I don't mess with Tony. What has Tony done for anybody to think that he's any type of option? He has had one good regular season game in his career. He had 189 receiving yards in a game when he played for us. Now, granted, he got traded to Kansas City halfway through the season last year, but even in Kansas City when he was playing, he didn't make any noise until that return in the Super Bowl. So I don't know if we're going off potential, because if you want to go off potential, then Ribbs got the receiver to pick up for Kansas City, Rice. He did all right in his first game. But Kadarius Toney has done nothing but do rap albums and talk bad about the Giants his whole football career. I don't know where we seeing anything good in Kadarius Toney. Because he's elusive. There's been a lot of players that's been do nothing in the league. So I just don't know why. I don't know why we hanging on to that.
He's a first
round pick. So was Laquan Treadwell.
So was Paris Campbell. Why'd y'all pick him up? He's been hurt every year.
For sure. But Paris Campbell has also had in 1 year last year, his stats is better than Kadarius Toney's in 3.
But Paris Campbell's also been in the league for 4 years, though.
This is Kadarius Toney's 3rd year. So in 1 year, take away Paris Campbell's first 3 years and just put his first year or his last year with the Colts. Those stats are better than Kadarius Toney's stats in 3 years combined.
So this is my point about Toney. Yeah, everything you say, he's elusive, he's explosive, he's got some speed. But the thing is, they have to have packages for him. If the Rams can pick up guys like Tavon Austin and Tutu Atwell and make them have successful games, Kadarius Toney can have successful games. They have to have the right place for him. He's not a true just line up on the outside and kill Cooper Kupp, Justin Jefferson type of receiver. I'm not all on him. I'm just saying if they draw some packages up, he can do some stuff.
Hey, Don. Andy Reid was y'all's coach in Philly, right?
Yeah.
He did when he drew up plays and packages for the players that needed it to succeed, right?
Well, he did that often.
So why wouldn't he do it for Tony? We talking about Andy Reid, brother. Like
1 week though.
He knows how to get
1 week.
He know how to get people
last year. What are we talking about?
Not Rick. Like I don't think he's going to drop four balls again. To be honest,
he might not have a chance.
His fingers broke out.
He's gonna have that bad again. If he just catches the 140-yarder, like, I mean,
have you
he
seen it?
led the team in receiving.
Have you seen
caught that?
Have you seen a 40-yard catch from the Kadarius Toney in his career yet? No. Next topic, please.
I feel like you liked Kadarius Toney when he was a Giant.
That's not true. When we first drafted him, I was a fan, and I was like, "Nah, he prone. He complains too much." When we traded him, bro, I was cool. I wasn't upset.
Don't worry about it.
Go ahead, Coach Petey.
Yeah, Pete, what you got to say?
The receiver to have in Kansas City is the next one that they bring in, because none of these guys is it. So whoever they bring in next, that's probably who you won't go for, because the guys that they got out here running these routes right now, yeah, they ain't it.
I like Rice though. I think Rice could end up being
a number 3 somewhere. Yeah, he'll be a number 3 somewhere. Yeah, that's his ceiling. Come on now, hey, we're in the NFL. We're talking about NFL guys. Hey, ain't no sympathy and no empathy over here. If you cat, you cat.
Yeah,
I mean,
absolutely. Did everybody go before I chime in?
Mm-hmm.
I don't want to be rude. All right. I think it's Rashee Rice. He has the most potential. I loved him coming out of SMU. Wait, no, he was Southern Miss, wasn't he?
I think so.
Yeah,
never heard of him.
Southern Miss. I kind of wish we drafted him. He shouldn't have slid down the board that far, but I think he has the most potential. Route running, he can go over the top. He got nice size. He can stand the bulk up a little bit or get in the weight room a little bit, but I think he showed the most potential outside of Valdez Scanlon. Scanlon got the speed. He doesn't drop much, and that's the person Mahomes can go to, whether to get some yards after the catch or just go over the top, because he's definitely gonna burn you. But Did Camo ever join? But I guess Camo just gave up on life. Next subject we're gonna move. We got the Ravens running back to own. So Dobbins went out with the torn Achilles, man. I hate it for him. That's my guy. Who is now the running back to own there? Rob, I know you got some running back discrepancies over there. Mainly JT is who I'm thinking about. But we're gonna kick it to you first over here too. Who is it gonna be a committee? Is somebody gonna stand out?
Yeah, it's gonna be a committee. So you might want to grab,
Everybody.
Gus Edwards last week, but looked like a good pickup this week. And what's his name? Hill. I'd grab him. I mean, don't they got Melvin Gordon too?
Yeah, they just elevated him from the practice squad.
Melvin Gordon's on the practice squad.
Don't get him.
You just got elevated.
Yeah, don't get him though.
That's fool's gold.
Yeah, they hate him
for sure.
They
should.
In some fantasy league outside of ours, actually, I'm surprised someone like Coleman or one of our running back hoarders actually ain't picked him up just for the hell of it. But Hill wasn't efficient. Gus Edwards was. Hill just vultured those 2 touchdowns, so obviously they trust him. So I guess I gotta pick Hill. Pete, I know you only know about 2 players in the league.
Kenyon Drake is on their running back in the running back room. And we know Kenyon Drake, he's one of my favorites to pick up late in the seasons. When I'm going on my playoff runs, he's solid. And he's a Bama back. So we know he can get busy. So I would go Kenyon Drake too. I mean, they got like you said, Melvin Gordon. They brought Melvin Gordon in for a reason. They elevated him for
Melvin Gordon, bro. Melvin Gordon is on the Ravens. He's on the practice squad right now. Did he get elevated?
He got elevated.
Yeah, he got elevated.
Okay.
Are you great gonna make that move? I see Bravo switched over. He switched over to the MacBook. He's great gonna pick him up.
I'm good. I done listen. I done did the Melvin Gordon thing before. I'm cool.
Yeah, but I like Kenyon Drake, Melvin Gordon. I think they brought him up for a reason.
Bro, who you got on there?
I mean, Gus is my guy. That's who I try to get late in the draft every year. Just this year, where running backs was kind of skimpy, people was taking people like Algier and Gus Edwards, 12th round. So outside of him, I'm cool. I've done Justice Hill one time. I'm good on him. They're supposed to be passing more anyway, allegedly. So I'm good on anybody but Gus Edwards at this point.
All right. Rick, who you got?
So right now, obviously Gus Edwards is the top choice, but as y'all know, Ravens have ran into this issue a few times with J.K. Dobbins, and their MO is to bring in veteran running backs. So I know they'll probably work out Kareem Hunt and Leonard Fournette. So I would say to pick up Kareem Hunt because I think they'll end up signing him, and I think he'll end up being the lead back.
I think Kareem Hunt waiting for somebody else to go down somewhere else. Bravo, did you go on this subject?
Nah, but I'm right there. I'm gonna say it's gonna be a committee, whoever it is. I don't feel like the Ravens have had a lead back in I don't know how long. So if you can get your hands on Justice Hill or Gus Edwards, that's probably the move right now.
Ray Rice.
Yeah, in a league that doesn't minimize my moves, I picked up Justice Hill, but in here, you got to make calculated risks. Yeah, plus he was already rostered in this league. I ain't even go search for that one.
Who took Kelly?
What'd you say?
Who you think?
Vince.
If I had to guess, it's probably either Vince or Neil. That's my guess.
Neil picked up Hill.
I needed him, bro.
Hill was on the waivers for real?
Yeah.
I ain't even go look. I just knew he was gone.
Who we looking for?
Expected to find on waivers was Larry Roundtree.
Justice Hill.
What's that? Josh Kelly.
Joshua Kelly's Kane picked him up at 3:20 this morning. It was probably operated by Coleman, but hey.
Nah, he's higher than me in the waivers because I had him.
Joshua Kelly?
Yeah, I had him. He just
He
was
likes
hiding.
starting guys.
He wavered him. Yeah, he wavered him. He did.
Yeah.
He wavered him. Yep. Dang, I had second waivers, didn't even know it. I could have did better. You know?
Not changed.
All right.
You second waivers this week.
Quarterbacks. I think that was a good thing this week. Some played ugly, some played good. People wasn't just living up to expectations. Rick, kind of cipher through this. Who are some quarterbacks you feel like had good games, bad games?
Good games. I mean, obviously Tua to me, the one that showed out the most. I think Brock Purdy had a good game too, but it was early, so he didn't really have to compete in the second half because they was smoking the Steelers. I don't think a lot of quarterbacks played good. I'll probably go to the bad. I think Deshaun Watson played bad, even though they won. I think Jalen Hurts played bad, even though they won. I think Lamar Jackson played bad. Obviously, Daniel Jones played the worst out of everybody.
Did he?
Did he?
Well, Joe Burrow.
I don't know about that one.
Joe Burrow probably played the worst, but I ain't making no excuse for either. They both had bad games, but they was also playing in a monsoon. But yeah, I think all of them had bad games. I know, Don, me and you went back and forth for about an hour a few days ago because you was basing it off the win. But if you play bad, you play bad. It's a team game. Your defense, the Ravens defense, won them that game. Lamar didn't have a good game, but that's what I think.
All right. Bro, what you think about quarterback play this week? Who's some good? Who's some bad? Who was the ugly?
Jordan Love played pretty good. I mean, he's been sitting for a while, so he got to learn something from A-Rod. Purdy played good. Of course, Tua balled. I think Herbert played pretty good. He just didn't come up with the dub. Bad. You got a lot of quarterbacks played bad. The three worst is Joe Burrow. I mean, he could have just chilled at the crib and rested one more week with 83 yards. Daniel Jones, he had 2 picks, no touchdowns. I think he fumbled twice, lost one. My guy, Josh Allen, 3 picks. He lost a fumble too, even though he did lead on a game time drive. But those are the 3 worst to me. Let me not forget Lamar. He had a pick and he fumbled twice. So it was bad. It was a bad week.
All right. Ain't nobody gonna mention Kirk Cousins first half. Pete, what you think about the quarterback play this week?
I'm sitting here. I'm looking at the quarterbacks' fantasy scores in our league, and just some names: Matt Jones, Richardson in Indianapolis, Herbert, of course, because I drafted him, and Deshaun Watson. That rounds out the top 6, and the bottom 6 is actually, like y'all said, it's the guys that got paid. You got Joe Burrow at the bottom of the barrel. Dak Prescott, Daniel Jones, Lamar Jackson, and Daniel Ritter.
All right.
And they all them quarterbacks. They gotta do better.
Bro, I feel bad for those skill position players in Atlanta, bro, because they can't catch a break, dog.
Hey, I don't think Pitts or Drake London had a catch.
Bro, that's crazy.
Pitts had like 60 yards receiving, but one of them was on like a 45-yard catch or something like that.
Okay.
Yeah.
They better learn how to play running back because all they do is run.
Yeah. London had 1 target, I think, the whole game. No catch.
That's wild, bro.
Mm-hmm.
That's absolutely
that's wild.
Bravo, what you think about the quarterback play?
It was trash week 1. It was a lot of big name guys that just underperformed. Like it was a weird week in football altogether, man, because it was just like a lot of top guys that didn't answer the call, man. Number one for me, I'm gonna say is Josh Allen. Only because, initially you up against Aaron Rodgers, and I know the Jets defense is legit, but once Rodgers went down, there was no reason that the Jets should have even been in that game. And the only reason they were was because he kept turning the ball over, bro. Like, I get it. You got arm talent, but at some point you just got to make the smart play and not try to go for the big play every single time. Like, he single-handedly kept the Jet in that game. Number 2 for me is gonna be Joe Burrow, bro, because literally it wasn't even a week. Bro just got made the highest paid player in NFL history, and you came out on Sunday and put up points against the Cleveland Browns. 3 points against the Cleveland Browns, bro. That is pathetic. So I'm gonna put him at number 2. I know Daniel Jones is a hot one to say, but honestly, bro, when you just really watch the game, that man was under duress the entire game. Like, the offensive line played the worst for the Giants. Like, they couldn't stop a nosebleed that night. So, like, he really didn't even have time to set up. Like, bro was taking 2-step drops and getting sacked. Like, what can you do when that's happening to you? So while he did have turnovers, it wasn't totally his fault. Another one that nobody's bringing up that I'm just going to throw out there, Geno Smith. Now, I know y'all like, oh, it's Geno Smith. We ain't really got expectations for him. Nah, Geno was a Pro Bowler last year, and they came out and they sucked ass this week against the Rams. And I know because I got it in my other fantasy league, and I was hoping for big things, and he came out and disappointed. I should have known better than to put my faith in the Seahawks. So those are going to be my guys. Burrow, Allen, Geno.
Ouch.
We know you a fan, Bravo.
I called that upset too.
Hey.
I called it.
What you think about quarterback play, man, this week? Who's your bad? Who's your ugly?
Muted,
brother.
So, Bravo, if you can say the same thing, if you can say that about Daniel Jones, what about Joe Burrow? Because Myles Garrett crossed his lineman over and was in the backfield, bro. And this is every year. So, like,
how many times was Joe Burrow sacked that game?
The Cowboys had how many Cowboys have? 7 or 8 sacks? How many Cowboys? The Cowboys had 7, 8. Bro, Daniel Jones is dropping back on 2-3-step drops, and by the time he got to the end of his drop, he was getting hit. He was getting hit by the time he hit the end of his drop, bro.
Like I said, it's inexcusable on the loss, but Daniel Jones was pressured or sacked 19 out of 27 passing attempts.
And was sacked.
That's unreal, bro. That's unreal. That's unreal.
Hey, I'm just saying.
Joe Burrow.
And if we just keeping it a buck, Daniel Jones ain't in the same talent tier as Joe Burrow.
No.
What's that got to do?
But y'all said he was top 10, though. Y'all said he was top 10.
I didn't say that.
We said that.
Bruce said top 10.
Who said top 10? Who said he was a top 10? Who said he was a top 10 quarterback?
Did we say top 10? Did we say top 10?
It's in the chat. It's in the chat.
Did we say top 10 fantasy?
We said he was a top 10 fantasy quarterback. There's a difference.
That's
you are incorrect.
So what's he? What did y'all say he was? Y'all said he was top 12 for sure.
I said he was top 15.
Hey, it's my turn.
I don't know where y'all getting this weed from.
Go ahead.
It's my turn. Hey, Anthony Richardson played good because everybody told me that that he played 13 games in college, and I watched the film. I watched all 22 too, and I told everybody. I said, man, he looks good in the pocket. He just misses. He's just inconsistent, but his mechanics look good. I mean, he was under 50%, most of the preseason, but come out and throw 65%. I think he played pretty well considering the fact that he got tackled on the 3-yard line with a minute and a half left.
Hey, Rick, my bad. Do me a favor. Pull up Anthony Richardson's QBR from week 1 for me.
Bro, I don't care about no QBR, bro. I know one thing. He had 2 touchdowns. He had 233 yards with interception. He went 24 for 37.
I just asked about the QBR. I ain't asked about no other stuff.
QBR. What did he do?
I can tell you. It was hard. Hold on.
He started 4 years in college.
Hey, why is Kamo giving his best Paul Wall impression? Because he was sitting sideways. I'm confused.
We just gonna have to kick Kamo off. There was a lot of bad for sure. Burrow's definitely at the bottom. Josh Allen just seems like he tries to create his own moments in games. Like, if I do this, I can have a comeback. Like, he tried to manufacture his own comeback wins. I don't know what bro be on. I don't know if he looked at Whitehead's contract before the game and said, bro just need 3 picks for the year and he get this $250,000 bonus.
Yeah,
he got that $250,000 incentive in 1 game.
You think he's gambling?
Can I ask y'all?
Josh Allen?
Yeah.
Can I ask y'all a question?
Yeah, go ahead, bro.
Do you think Josh Allen's bad play Monday was because of Josh Allen or because of the plays?
Defense.
Because of Josh Allen.
Defense on
A
him
little bit of both. A little bit of both.
Josh.
So he gets some blame, right? He gets some blame, correct?
Yeah,
Josh.
He gets a lot of blame. He threw 4 picks.
I ain't gonna say no names, but everybody who watches this know he defends Josh Allen in the group. But the person I'm talking about was arguing me about plays and stuff, and that's why he played bad. Bruh threw the ball straight to Whitehead 3 times.
Hey.
So ain't got nothing to do with
But can I touch on this real quick? How long have I been telling y'all Josh Allen ain't it? Come on, guys. This is year 3. Josh Allen is not it. He can't handle the pressure.
Believe it.
Stephon Diggs is in his ear telling me, "Hey, you gotta get me the ball." Josh Allen
for real though.
Letters. Josh Allen wrote 750 emails just to get to college, y'all. Hey, sometimes the like Mike boot wears off. Okay, his like Mike boot has wore off. Okay, Josh Allen. I keep telling y'all, Josh Allen he ain't it, y'all. He just ain't it. And
you might be right, bro. I ain't gonna hold you. You might be right.
I'm starting to believe it, bro.
All I know is they better not ever mention his name with Pat Mahomes again, ever in life. Ever.
Hey, let me ask you this. If you run 63 plays and 47 of them on your quarterback, would you think play calling's got something to do with you turning the ball over? That's a high usage. That's almost an absurd usage. Yeah,
turnovers are decisions. It ain't about usage. It's about decisions, bro. He decided to throw into double coverage.
No, it's about usage, just like basketball. Everybody's got the highest
decisions, bro.
Run the ball.
Run the ball. Thank you.
PJ Tucker averaged like 35 minutes a game, and he be shooting over 50%. He might only get 3 or 4 shots, but
Dan Orlovsky, how you say his name on ESPN, broke down the 3 picks. The first one, he runs out the pocket, wide open lane to get the first down. What does he do? Throw the ball to the end zone, Whitehead interception. Second time, he drops back for the ball. James Cook goes out in the flat, wide open. What does he do? Throw an interception to Whitehead.
Oh, Diggs.
And then third, there was somebody coming on the crossing route, wide open. What's he do? Throw the ball to Whitehead. Throw it in the double.
So
that's nothing to do with play calling.
Bravo's a 49er fan. I'm not going to listen to this hypocrisy. When they had
what's that got to do with anything? The Bills have nothing to do with me, bro.
Bro,
what's that got to do with anything?
When y'all had Jimmy G, y'all would never let Jimmy G throw the ball 45, 50 times. You know why?
We did it in the Super Bowl. That's why we lost. No, what are you talking about?
And that's why y'all lost. Thank you for proving my point. He turned the ball over and y'all lost. When y'all run the ball,
it's not though, bro.
When y'all run the ball over, y'all win. When y'all run the ball, y'all win. That's common sense.
The 49ers.
Let me ask you this. Okay, let me ask you this. When you call when you call a pass play, do you not have multiple options to throw the ball to, right? Right? Absolutely. You have reads, right? So Josh Allen was making the wrong reads. That's why he was throwing interceptions. It's not the usage, it's the decision making, bro. It's not usage, it's decision making, period. Just like you said, you got a man wide open in the flat, but you throw in the double coverage. You got a man wide open over the middle on the crossing route, but you throw in the double coverage. That's not a usage problem, that's a decision problem.
I know. That's
why you decided to throw in the double coverage as opposed to throwing to the man that's wide open, bro.
That's the highest usage players in the NBA always lead the league in turnovers. Okay, so I guess it's not usage.
What about the NFL?
It's a decision. It's a decision. It's a decision.
I watched Patrick Mahomes game and throw 20 touchdowns.
It is the most attempts. Usually has.
Yes, that's common sense.
Besides Aaron Rodgers, like he's like in Jared Goff, he's on this like crazy.
And Aaron Rodgers don't lead the league in passing.
He's probably gonna throw a pick.
Can we jump back on Josh Allen real quick? Because last year in the
we still on it. What we talking about?
Oh, okay. Hey, how many picks he throw in the last game he played last year in the playoffs?
2, I think.
2. And then he start out the season with 3. That's 5 in the last 2.
Yeah. Okay. So guess what? Matthew Stafford led the league in interceptions and won a Super Bowl. I mean, what does that mean? If you throw the ball 600 times, you're probably gonna have 16 interceptions. You threw 600 times.
Oh, I didn't know.
If you make bad decisions,
I mean, you say what you want to.
Aaron
Rodgers never led the league in pass attempts. That's why he never has. He's efficient. I ain't knocking him, but he's never thrown the ball 600 times.
Josh Allen leads the NFL in interceptions, bro.
Yeah, and let me say this: Josh Allen has all the talent in the world. It's just his decision making and what be going on inside. I can't even say inside his helmet because I'm sure somebody be yelling at him up to the time it cuts off. But his decision making is terrible. He lets his arm talent do too much for him. It's like, damn if I do, damn if I don't. And when he makes the plays, he's amazing, even though they be terrible throws. But when it comes to the turnovers and when they happen, of course, he looks terrible. And he makes a lot of questionable throws. And like I said, sometimes they go for him. Sometimes they don't. Some games he might end up 4 or 5 passing touchdowns, and 3 of those is bad throws. Another games he's going to have 2 to 4 interceptions. And he fumbled, didn't he? Didn't he fumble the light in the game?
Yeah.
All right, man. Let's
either way it goes, he had a piss poor performance. He had a terrible performance, and ain't no reason the Jets should have won that game.
Absolutely. Who are the pickups of the week? Like the biggest surprises of week 1. Pete, do you know anything about the waivers? You know how that works?
Man.
Wednesday, like before Wednesday, you put in your claim, and on Wednesday morning at like 3 a.m, it like processes, and it goes like kind of like by lottery.
Yeah, man, I went crazy. I had 55 points. I had to venture out into the waivers. I don't mess around with that much. I usually trust my draft, but this year, my team was cat coming in week 1. But I picked up Robert Woods. I went and got Brew's old guy. Brew, can you fill me in on Robert Woods, man? Do you think was that a good pickup for Houston? He had double-digit targets. That was the reason why I went and got him.
Hey man, my nigga Chuck, man. That's a decent pickup. It's just they're not gonna throw the ball that much. Even when they do, he's getting chased for his life. So, if you cool with like 5 or 6 receptions for 50, 60 yards, that's solid for just depth on your roster, I guess.
That would have been 10. That would have been what 10% of my points right there. I needed that.
Yeah,
man.
But anybody else on the waivers? Tutu Atwell. I think he's around. I believe he had a good game. I'm not sure. No, they won. But other than that,
he had a good game.
He played good.
He had a great game against the Seahawks.
Hey,
great game against the Seahawks.
If you got to grab Tutu Atwell, you really in trouble. At receiver, come on, man, you really in trouble if you got to grab a receiver.
Yeah,
you say you're in trouble if you got to grab a receiver?
Yeah, Tutu Atwell. Yeah, you in trouble.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, somebody definitely picked him up in our league.
And I picked him up for my 4th receiver.
There we go.
Who dropped Kendrick Bourne?
Huh?
Who dropped Kendrick Bourne or never picked him up?
I don't think he's ever been on the roster.
Oh,
I'm trying to figure out. If you say you in trouble and you got to pick up Tutu Atwell, you really in trouble if you got to pick up Kendrick Bourne. Because how many times is Mac Jones going to throw the ball 50 times again?
he got Billy O'Brien, bro. He about to earn it out, bro.
Bro, besides who we listed so far, who are some other pickups of the week, man? It's a 14-team league. We don't have luxuries to pick up most of them.
I see Denzel Mims down here on the post, and he been gone. He got drafted in probably the 9th round in our league.
Bro, they don't understand, dog. Like, it ain't out here like we just got a lot of people to pick from on the wire, fam. They don't get it.
You want me to go down the list of receivers?
If y'all not familiar, if you play in our league, which y'all never will be in here because it's always locked, and we got a waiting list. Half the people that y'all picked up in the first 2 weeks of football are already drafted. So there's no waiver wire pickups. You got to be like 10 steps ahead of everybody. So, the obvious pickup this week was Puka Nacua. He had 119 yards. He had 10 catches. Tutu Atwell is down the list for me, but they scheme up a lot for him. So he can still have, for the first 4 weeks, he could do something for you. Kendrick Bourne had a nice game. He might have another nice game because they probably will have to throw the ball 40 times versus Miami.
Yeah.
I'm trying to think. You got Rasheed. Well, he was already on Camo's team.
I say Jones.
Zay Jones, I got him as a start this week for some. I mean, if you desperate at wide receiver, you should have him.
Kirk don't play on the outside at all.
You can start worse.
If for some reason Addison wasn't drafted in your league, pick him up. I saw he's not 100% rostered, so
hey, if Addison wasn't drafted to your league, send me an invite for that league next year, so I can mingle with y'all. Bro, go ahead and kick back in.
Now, are we just doing wide receivers? Or are we doing like everybody in general?
Everybody. How many did you list?
I listed about 5. I mean, I left off Roshan Johnson.
Hey, hold on. Leave something for everybody else. Goddamn it!
All right, go ahead. Yeah, you got it.
Rob, who are some other people that you could think of pick up? Actually, I'm glad I picked up. I'm gonna call him Pookie Nikola. I'm glad I picked him up before 1 p.m. games kicked out because I wasn't getting him in the waiver.
Why didn't you play him though?
Why didn't I play? I mean, he's an unknown. He was a rookie, 6th, 7th round draft, and I got Christian Kirk and Jamar Jefferson.
Christian Kirk?
I mean, not Jamar Chase.
Trust me, I got Christian Kirk. He didn't even play.
Hey, but I'm not about to start a rookie 6th round pick over Christian Kirk, who just balled last year. Hey, I should have in hindsight. I'm not even going to start him this week because of the team he's playing. I'm kind of waiting to fill it out to see how actually, I might play him this week. I'm
playing him over Christian Kirk this week because the worst case scenario, he's going to have 5 catches, even if it's for 20 yards.
Maybe in PPR, I'll look at that. But
you know what I mean?
Receptions don't get you points in this league.
True. I get you that.
Rob, who else you got, man? He named a couple receivers. He named, Roshan Johnson.
I mean, in our league, might as well be looking at R. Craycraft from Miami for real. I mean, ain't nobody Austin the third, MVS, Curtis Samuel. Yeah, man, there ain't no receivers left in our league. Camo dropped Rochelle Johnson.
Slim pickings.
But I know y'all gonna hate me, so it's all right. No, I ain't gonna be able to get him.
Camo,
I don't know what he's doing.
I don't either.
Is he point shaking?
He might be.
Camo said he just won't kick at low man all year. That's what it is. I need him to continue to do it if my team's only going to score 55 points, fellas.
At least do it this week.
Bravo. Did you have any names out there people might be able to grab outside of our league?
For the most part, man, they named everybody I was going to name. Another name you could look at was Hunter Henry. He actually had a nice game week 1. Him and Mac Jones seem to have a decent connection. So that might be somebody you can look at picking up. I mean, I know tight ends outside of like Travis Kelce don't really score a whole bunch of points, but that little 9-10 points, man, might get you over the hump one week.
The tight end from the Cowboys might be actually like a decent pickup for real. He was dropping everything. He had like 7 or 8 targets, man.
I drafted him and dropped him.
All right. Rick, did you have any pickups might be available in some other leagues that you working in?
I like Durham Smythe, the tight end for the Dolphins. Him and Tua had a lot of rapport together. He got a lot of targets, and Gesicki's not there no more. So I think his production is going to go up.
That's your guy, ain't
he? Yeah, from the University of Notre Dame. Josh Reynolds. I like Josh Reynolds too. I know he don't get double digits a lot, but him and Jared Goff got that report from when they was with the Rams, and he had a good year last year too. So I'd probably look at Josh Reynolds. Other than that, I don't know why Camo just be dropping people like he do. Because Roshan Johnson scored and had 11 points in our fantasy league.
I scored both of my receivers together. He dropped him.
That's why his team's kind of cat because of the GM.
The roster management is important in this league.
Yeah, and then lastly, he be hit or miss, but if somebody absolutely needs a receiver, I'd look at Darnell Mooney too from the Bears.
Yeah, he's boom or bust for sure.
Yeah, that's all.
All right. I kind of like how Richardson was looking at Josh Downs, the rookie out of where he come from, North Carolina.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and he's a speedster, and Anthony Richardson's arm is unlimited, so he can just throw it to the sky, and Downs can just come down. It ain't even got to be accurate. Just run down the field and catch up to the damn ball. Other ones I like probably wasn't available. Actually, he wasn't available in our league. Tajay Spears, he actually outsnapped King Henry by a lot. Not by a lot. It was 4 snaps. My bad. Spears had 34 snaps to Henry's 30 snaps. Spears had all the third down reps, and he ran 20 routes to King Henry's 10. So they trust the rookie for sure.
That makes sense. They try to
say he's available in your league. Grab Tajay Spears because, God forbid anything happen to King Henry, he's definitely running the show in that backfield. Other one I had, Luke Musgraves with the Packers. If he's in your league, pick him up. Actually, he might be available in our league. Somebody might have just dropped him, which didn't make sense.
Probably Combo.
Nah, Combo had
picked him up,
Mayer, but he dropped him too.
Yeah, he picked him up. Somebody picked him up.
Yeah, Luke Musgrave. He had 3 catches for 50 yards, and he could have had more for real. Packers just honestly didn't need to score more points. Zach Ertz kind of surprised me with how much he was out there coming off that ACL tear. The points didn't add up, but he had 10 targets, so you never know what could happen with that. Also, I mean, you never know how the kicker position is going to go, but if you want to take one, I'd definitely go after the Lions kicker, Riley Patterson, or Mr. Jake Moody with the Niners, because Moody was busy the whole afternoon.
I like Groupie from the Saints, too.
Yeah. He knocked in a 50-yarder joint, too.
What you say, Real?
Y'all seen Dallas Goedert?
Nah, he on the milk carton. Try to find him, too.
Him, Christian Kirk, T. Higgins, they all went to Roots.
Combo picked up Mechie with the Texans.
Mm-hmm.
There might be a spot available after the season, guys.
Hey, I want to say this about Combo. I think bruh is a bronze GM. And I said it when it happened. You don't want
shiny penny.
Yeah, you don't want to discredit a champion, bruh, but we see it was a fluke. People had injuries. Bravo had a lot of injuries that year, and he had a good team. I mean, it was a fluke, bro. I mean, we should just put an asterisk by it and treat it like Cal when he was at Memphis, man.
It is an asterisk next to it because had he not outscored me, he wouldn't have been in the playoffs at all.
That's true.
Bro, which one of y'all said that Como he only drafts players that remind him of himself?
I don't know, but it probably was me.
How many players
he goes and picks up all the fast people, bro.
Mm-hmm.
How many players on this team got locks?
If they have agility,
he got Gibbs, he got Shaheed, he got White with the butt.
Nah, he's
Burks was growing his out. He try and get locked.
Almost living like through his fantasy team.
You got Kamara.
He picked up John Mechie. Like, has he even played a game?
No. He's a name.
He played last week.
He like tore his ACL like in like the preseason or something last year.
Yeah, he's still questionable.
No, he didn't.
I thought he had like
he
had like some kind of cancer or something.
Okay, I thought it was an injury. But has he played at all since
he got
drafted?
He played last week.
I don't think
he did play.
Did he?
He didn't play last week?
Yeah.
So Como dropped a running back that scored 11 points in this league, which is extremely hard to come by for a question mark.
Yes.
Where y'all see when he trucked that dude?
Yeah. Hey, yeah, go ahead and submit your applications. Yeah.
To the pod homepage. Hey, we need to see trophy cases. So screenshot your trophy case. Let us know, if you're a legit GM or not. And you can jump in here with the Sharks if you want to.
Let them know.
I'm telling y'all, It ain't really what you want, fellas.
Let them know, Petey.
we gonna tear you to pieces. We gonna have you mad.
This shit's stressful. This shit's stressful.
We're gonna have you mad. But hey, we very well could have a spot open. Maybe 2.
Maybe 2. Maybe 3.
Maybe 3.
Ah, man. Next, let's talk about, man, how Tua and Mr. Tyreek Hill went off. Y'all know that little picture they be putting up of Brian with Kyrie next to each other with the stats. We now got that for Tua and Tyreek because they went off.
That was my top dogs last year, man. Y'all seen what we did last year, and this year in the draft, they was gone. They was gone.
Out of
you
there.
hear me? Hey, but you see what you got right there. Them boys are special down there in Miami. You hear me? In the 305. Yeah. They're nice.
Nice. I know, like, Hill is unguardable virtually, but I've seen one route where they brought him in motion to straight up. That shit's unfair.
I'm trying to tell you.
Like, come on, man. But top fantasy rookie performers. I think one is kind of obvious, the one with the Rams, Nakua. He posted 6 catches, 119 yards. That was big to come out against Pete. Who the Rams play this week? Last week, my bad. Last week. Who the Rams play last week?
You know, the eventual Super Bowl champion, Seattle Seahawks.
On what console? On what console?
In the NFL, man. 2024 Super Bowl champs, man. That's who they beat. You know, you drop one early. You know, it's good to get it out the way.
They gonna win that on the Microsoft Xbox?
Nah, we gotta win it in the NFL.
Not a chance.
But
not going through this with y'all. We're not going to do it.
Rev, who was another top rookie performer that you seen, man? Richardson, talk about your guy, man.
I already did, man. You know, he did. I think he did the best out of the rookie quarterbacks. But I mean, Rice had a touchdown. He had like 8 points in his league for me. So I mean, that's kind of big for real. Would have been higher to have IU.
I'm gonna wait for y'all to name another receiver. Bravo. Who was the top rookie performer that you seen?
All right, so hear me out. So while his numbers wasn't like super flashy, I'm gonna go with Jahmyr Gibbs. So I was went and looked at a list of like the rookie performance for the first week, and like numbers wise, I think he finished with like 60 total yards or something like that. Not blowing you out of the water, but they was looking at like some other stats. In the entire game, bruh had 24 missed tackles. They said Jamal Williams had 30 missed tackles all of last season. This man caused 24 in one game. And his yards after contact, he averaged 4.86 yards after contact. We just round that up to 5. So I feel like he has the potential to be extremely explosive, but that's going to depend on if the Lions actually give the man the ball. So we'll see how that plays out because they drafted him like 12th or something overall, a high pick, and then they didn't really use him as much as I thought they would. Another one, Zay Flowers had a decent game, 9 catches, 78 yards. But outside of that, like most of the biggest performances for rookies this week came from defensive players.
Hey, Rick, I hope you talk about this guy, but one of these people we have yet to mention had a nasty juke to get into the end zone for his first NFL touchdown. Rick, who? Huh?
I'm not gonna talk about him. I'll let somebody else. Jordan Addison had 4 catches, 61 yards, and a touchdown. So for me,
that's what I was actually waiting to hear.
Yeah, I think he had the best performance from a wide receiver aspect as a rookie. And running back, for real. If like them together, I think he was better than
Pookie?
Yeah.
Huh?
Better than Pookie? Pookie had 10 catches and 100-something yards, bro.
He had 110?
Like 119.
119.
And Addison had 61 and a tutty. So fantasy-wise, he outscored him.
Yeah, they was right there together. About 12
Well, it depends on
points,
your
but
format. If you played in a PPR, it wasn't
Standard
close.
leagues, he outscored him.
Yeah.
PPR, he didn't.
Standard leagues, he outscored him.
And he was that close to catching a 40-yard touchdown too. But yeah.
He was that Kirk's fault? Or are you talking about Nicole?
That was Stafford's fault. He threw it maybe
Who almost
3
got a
inches
40-yard
too far.
touchdown?
Puka Nacua.
But I tell y'all,
okay. Pete,
from the look of it,
was you able to look up on Ask Jeeves the rookie performers?
Nah. But for the look of it, I just didn't know I just know his name. The running back for the Detroit Lions.
Yeah,
that's who I was just talking about. I'm telling you.
He gonna be nice. He looked good. I think if he gets his chance, if Montgomery get out of the way, there's your
it's a wrap.
MVP right there. Yeah, it's your offensive rookie of the year.
I agree.
Right there. The way that he runs the ball is impressive. It's impressive.
Yeah, me and Kamo got something cooking right now on that. But what about Bijan Robinson? I mean, Bijan, that's what I'm gonna call him for the remainder of his career until he comes on our show, and I'll call him Bijan then.
You hear that? We're gonna tag him,
but
clip it up.
We gotta get Charbonnet on here too.
Charbonnet,
Charbonnet,
man. But his first touchdown, he left that defender in the dust. Like, I don't know why he committed so hard to that tackle. He just knew he was about to save a touchdown. But yeah, things didn't go his way. But if Jordan Addison is on your waiver, definitely pick him up and send us a request to join the league next year because we won't be in leagues like that. That's slim pickings, easy money for us. Next topic that we had on board, we already did the rookies. What was the week 1 head scratcher? Like, big names did not do a good job. I mean, the obvious one is Burrow. We can start there.
Shit, everybody.
I got Burrow and Jamar Chase, so let's just go ahead and list my team off as the bad performers, the head scratchers of the week, right there.
Let me go ahead and hate on my own guy because I've been coming over here and shooting bail every week last year. T. Higgins had 0 points, no catches, no yards, and that's my guy.
You need to hit them up too.
That's my guy, but zero points is inexcusable. I get it was the rain, but Jamar Chase had some catches. So
I got lucky. I took him out at 12:58. At 12:58, I took T. Higgins out. Thank God.
Pete, who'd you have as some big names that underwhelmed with their performances?
Man, my top pick, Saquon Barkley. Bark didn't do it this week, y'all. He didn't show up.
He had a muzzle on.
Yeah, he had a muzzle on him. Hey, the Cowboys, they bottled my man Bark and Jones up, man. It wasn't it.
Listen, he didn't get bottled up. The Cowboys just smacked us. So
he couldn't be used. He was unused.
Yeah, he didn't play the whole fourth quarter, I believe. So, and I think he was averaging like 4 or 5 yards a carry. So he was doing.
I was utterly confused why y'all didn't pull Dimes out that game earlier.
I was too.
From what I heard, he was taking accountability for the loss, so he was trying to get in there and try to make something good happen before it ended, and he was unsuccessful.
Hey, we could figure out over the film room studies and practice the next week, but y'all not about to abuse this whole game.
Yeah,
like, because Parsons even came on another podcast and he was even saying, he was like, why didn't they take him out? Like, this is your franchise quarterback at this point. And you just, obviously the line wasn't doing what they were supposed to do. It was just like, why leave him in there? It was like, you just risking injury. Like, the same with Bark. You said y'all took Bark out in the fourth quarter?
Yeah.
Third quarter.
Yeah. I definitely would have pulled Dimes, and nothing to even like go against his morale or anything, but I don't want to get you hurt in week 1.
Yeah.
For sure.
I got the name. I got a few names, bro. Christian Kirk, my goodness. Come on, man. And I ain't even hating. The Colts have one corner, and they put him on Calvin Ridley, who went crazy.
It was
How do
Calvin
you
Ridley's
not-
coming back party.
But the point being, bro, how do you play the whole game and you only have a catch for 0 yards?
Hey, Daniel.
You know why Calvin Ridley ate like that? Because he placed the FanDuel bet before the game. he had to go out.
Dallas Goedert had 800 yards receiving last year almost. He was about 32 yards away. Him having 0 points is despicable.
It was crazy. He had
That's on the Eagles. That's on the Eagles.
He had a walk-in touchdown on the RPO. Jalen just handed it off.
Real.
Then I'm going to go ahead and say, in today's game, where teams are averaging sub 40 points per game, a kicker going negative to lose me a matchup is absurd. Graham got no. Bro, he went negative. He had 0 in maybe leagues that don't punish your quarterback, but in some leagues he had negative.
The
I lost 2 matchups off him.
fantasy guys punished you, bro. You shouldn't have drafted him in our league.
Hey, Rick, you get back, bro.
There you go.
Bro, you got to remember, Graham Gano was Florida State before he was a Giant.
That's cool.
So that's my guy.
Drafted him every season since he was a Giant. What'd you say, Rick?
Hey, bro, I drafted him because I seen y'all draft him, and I was like, all right, bro, I can just wait on the kicker. He stinks, bro. Never again.
Hey, Rick.
McPherson.
You've been throwing these little side shots all game about the Giants. Y'all, you 0-1 too, brother. And y'all gonna be bad too. So you did your little laugh about Daniel Jones. You did your little laugh about Daniel Jones. Now you saying he was a top 3 kicker last year. He was a top 3 kicker. So you throwing your hate out, and y'all gonna be weak too. So if your team ain't good, don't say nothing about mine. And I beat you this week. So you're 0-2.
Rick.
Hey,
you talking about a kicker, bro.
0-2, my brother in Christ.
-2, bro.
Oh,
you into that, bro? Y'all was.
You had -2 and you 0-2. Your team lost and you lost to me. Next subject,
bro.
Hey, what about?
Okay.
I don't know if it was the 49ers defense.
What y'all going to the playoffs this year, Rick?
Are we?
Yeah.
We got a better chance than y'all.
Then the NFC.
And we went last year too.
Hey, bro. They scored 0 points this week. 0.
Yeah, hey, bro. No. Look. Last year, who was it? The Cowboys or the Buccaneers? Or was it the year before where somebody got beat that bad and ended up making the playoffs? Was it the Buccaneers? The Cowboys beat the Buccaneers?
Nah, the Vikings got beat by the Eagles.
Brady came out and got smoked.
They scored.
So it's one game. It's one game, and it's week to week. 40-0 is obviously not going to be the score every week. But let me tell you this. Let me tell you this.
Y'all paid them $40
Y'all gonna be in the lottery again this year, like y'all was last year. Y'all gonna be in the lottery every year for the next 5 years. You got Anthony Richardson, he's a bum. You got Michael Pittman, he's all right. You got a tight end, he's a bum. Everyone else wants out because your team's money. Defense is cash. Stephon Gilmore got traded. Nobody wants to be there. Said he's going back to 2019. Let's move on because your team is dead. You're always
Sunday. I can't even remember. It was Sunday, wasn't it? How many times you heard Kayvon Thibodeau's name? None.
Hey, how many times we gonna say the coach is gonna win a game this year?
Last year,
your team's cat. You talking about Kayvon Thibodeau? We don't know nobody on your defense, brother. Your team's nothing.
That sounds crazy. That sounds.
No, you sound crazy because you be talking like your team is good. Your team is nothing. Your team is nothing. You're a Colts fan. I'll take it from Bravo, who's a Niners. I'll take it from Don, who's Eagles. You even 1-0. Y'all just want to
Pete Seahawks.
The Seahawks take the playoffs. I'm not taking it from nobody. I'll take it from all of y'all. But the Colts fan, not a chance.
Bro, y'all niggas,
not a chance.
Y'all signed Daniel Jones, bro.
Indianapolis Colts, bro. Your logo's a horseshoe. Your jerseys is nothing. Your quarterback's nothing. Mediocrity. Nothing. Your kicker's nothing. Your fan base is nothing.
Oh man,
it's my turn.
I had to put y'all mute.
Oh man,
Y'all gonna keep going at each other's neck.
I love it.
Rick
I love
said,
it.
Michael Irvin,
cat,
Richard
your
Sherman.
logo cat, Ursay's cat, Lucas Oil's cat.
oh
Told him the
man.
uniforms was cat.
Hey, I don't even forgot the subject we was on. We was talking about bad.
I don't know what we were talking about, bro.
We brought that full circle.
Bad performance.
You over 40, nigga. That's what we was talking about. Niggas is bums.
Hey, it was some other bad performers too, man.
The Colts.
Like I was saying, I don't know if it was the 49ers defense. But,
man.
He scored some points.
Colts is going to XFL next year.
We scored some points.
Colts is going to the XFL next year. Bro.
Oh man, the Rock is gonna call him out, man.
Hey, Pete. We're still crying about Andrew Luck, bro. I let you know about.
I ain't had nobody even close to Andrew Luck, bro. Stop it, bro. Stop it.
Yeah, and you ain't seen nobody close to you making the playoffs. Your team's cat, your fan base is cat, the guardrails the stadium's cat, your merchandise stand is cat, your employees at the stadium's cat, everybody in Indianapolis is cat.
What are you talking about, bro?
All right.
Oh man,
all we need is that Rick Ross. That Rick Ross.
Yeah. Oh man.
Oh man.
Bad performance.
No.
Rick just told everybody in Indianapolis they was cat.
$20 every year, 10 years straight on this nigga. Come on, bro.
Hey,
what?
Come on, bro.
What is going on?
We finish back out every year, 10 years straight, nigga.
You did what?
For anyone watching a live, listening to this podcast when it releases, this is what our chat is like daily. We argue about the most absurd shit daily.
Oh man.
Boy, bring it back. Kenny Pickett.
Hey,
man.
that's Rob's Cash App because he had to Cash App me in December because we smacked him last year. 4 straight years, my ass. Next subject.
Brought the receipts out?
I said for 10 straight years.
Damn.
10 straight years, what?
Nigga, we had a better record than y'all.
For 10 straight years?
Damn near straight. Yeah, nigga, since I've known you.
Hey, whenever somebody say damn near straight.
Bro said since he known me.
Since he know me, we got 2 chips.
Bro, and that might be 3 of y'all winning seasons since I've known you, bro. Y'all only had like 4 or 5.
Rib, your coach is cat.
Your
offensive line is cat. Your special teams is cat.
Hey, bro.
Stop. The water boys cat.
The
cameraman's cat.
Shut up.
Hey, I'm about to spark up like Don, bro.
Hey, man.
This
is crazy. And this is light for actually what be going on in our chat.
Hey, whenever the Giants meet the Colts in the Super Bowl, fellas.
Right,
whenever that happens.
Bro, Colts ain't sniffing the playoffs until we got our sons on here doing a podcast about fantasy football.
Oh, bro.
Right. Okay.
They're gonna get grandfathered into the league.
Yeah.
Well, let me see y'all make the playoffs this year.
All right.
I'm about to be a consultant.
All right.
Yeah.
Rob,
I passed my team down to my son. We're gonna have about 10 championships.
You
don't have any asterisks next to him.
You hear me, Don? When I pass my team down to my son, we're gonna have 10 championships. How many y'all gonna have over it? You can multiply it by the number you got now. Just multiply it by 4. What's the total? You can multiply it by 10 if you want to. You can 10 times it. You hear me? 10 times it.
I swear to God, y'all.
How many y'all gonna have over?
Y'all better not ever let me win a chip. I got the trailer ready and everything.
Oh my goodness!
Right have a Warner Brothers production. He wins it.
Hey man, but yeah, Kenny Pickett had a horrible week, man. The 49ers, 2 interceptions, 5 sacks. He was lucky just to only get sacked 5 times for real. Yeah,
and that was with Nick Bosa in check most of the game.
Yeah, let's talk about
that wasn't even.
A lot of people said Steelers on 49ers on this table, right?
Mm-hmm.
My God.
That seemed like a hot
No
pick.
comment.
Now, it wasn't just them, though. It was a hot pick everywhere, though. A lot of people was picking the Steelers over the 49ers.
We expected
Mine
the defense to show up.
I don't know
Mine
why,
was
though.
Browns.
I really don't understand the basis behind that pick because, like, what did Pittsburgh do last year to make y'all think they was going to beat us?
No, it's not what Pittsburgh did. It's just that the 49ers are cat. You know what I'm saying? It's like, it's not that the Pittsburgh Steelers was that good. It's just your team is.
That's crazy because when's the last time the Seahawks beat us?
About 2 years ago.
Exactly. Shut up. But yeah, like I don't know. I mean, I get it. You know, everybody wants to upset picks, and I feel like, you know, I guess they had high expectations for the Steelers, and they still might be good. They're just not better than us.
I don't know why the Browns Bengals one wasn't the top pick for upset of the week across all board.
I think everybody said the Browns though. I picked the Browns. I think Rob picked the Browns.
Brew, if I play back the recording, you pick Steelers over Niners.
You want to see my pick'em list? Because I definitely picked the Browns.
Yeah. We want to see it. Tell us about it.
We got a recording.
Tell us about it, bro.
Now I did pick the Steelers, but I expected the Steelers defense to show up. I expected the Steelers D to show up. It had nothing to do with the Steelers offense because their offense is cat.
But the way Pickett was playing, I know it's the preseason, fellas, calm down. But Pickett had a perfect QBR during the preseason. He was hooping during the preseason. George Pickens
going against number twos.
George Pickens looked like he wasn't. George Pickens looked like he was about to be an All-Pro. And they ran into a buzzsaw in week 1, and we saw what happened.
Nah, Bravo, y'all did look good in week 1, man. I mean,
I know we did. You ain't got to tell. I know I watched the game. We looked amazing. We looked great. We looked great. You don't have to tell me. I knew.
Okay.
I knew what we were going to look like.
You can't tell me you thought Purdy was going to look that good coming off the injury just now being.
I didn't know. Honestly, I didn't know. I didn't know what Purdy was going to look like. But again, I trust in Kyle to call a game that's going to protect Purdy, even if he's not at 100. And I know our defense is good enough to keep us in any game. I don't care who we playing.
That's a fact.
I'm sorry, I had to throw that back
up. Y'all got any more of that Wi-Fi?
What?
Hey, bro, I ain't gonna lie to you. I don't know, and it seems like it's been like that for years, except for when they first got Minkah Fitzpatrick. The Steelers D is not looking like the old Steelers D, and it's not looked like it for a long time. They got names, they can turn the ball over, but it's not the Steelers no more.
The only person they really got, bro, that's making noise is Watt. JJ Watt, not JJ, but TJ Watt. He's the only one. I think he had like 3 sacks against it. TJ Watt's a monster, bro. Period. It ain't up for question. Outside of that, like, I mean, Minkah Fitzpatrick, as of late, he been like a name, but he didn't do anything against us. Like, nobody on their defense did. I mean, you saw what McCaffrey and Ayuk did against the Steelers defense. Patrick Peterson was out there talking that shit. He said the 49ers give their plays away. After I have my interception, we can talk about it. Boy, it was this one route that Ayuk ran on him in the end zone. Had that man doing a stanky leg, boy. And he got 2 touchdowns on his head after he said he was going to get a pick. 2 on his head. And also, I just like to point out, Brandon Ayuk is my breakout candidate for the year, too. And he's starting off strong with 2 tutties in the first game. Just saying.
He's a man.
That one he caught, Peterson was draped on him.
Hey, man, he's different. Peterson also like 40 years old, man. It might be time for him to hang it up.
Yeah.
He can't play with them young boys no more, or he need to transition to safety because corner ain't it.
Yeah, Peterson graduated high school about the time we came out. Bravo.
Yeah. That's one of Pete's guys.
I know. He watched just like we are.
Man,
Pete, that's your guy, man. That's your LSU guy, man.
I know, man. He played at LSU before Les Miles was there, man. Yeah.
Hey, but some of the other ones that I got pulled up here for bad performers, even though this next one scored a touchdown, Cam Akers had 22 carries and 29 yards.
Damn.
I I went to Bryan Station, so I don't know the average per carry, but it wasn't pretty. And
That's just over a yard, bro. That's crazy.
Yeah, and the backup running back, Kyron Williams, had 52 yards and 2 touchdowns on 15 carries. So Akers, protect your neck because you might be fooled. They wanted to get rid of you last year, for real. Chicago Bears struggled as a whole, but DJ Moore, man, 2 catches, 2 targets, 25 yards.
Listen,
talk about it, Bravo. Talk about it.
Can I please, bro?
Got it.
I'm gonna just say this. I don't believe the Justin Fields hype. I just don't think he's it. Like, yes, he is an explosive player as a runner. I don't believe him as a passer, bro. They don't went and picked up DJ Moore, and just like he was a disappointment last year, he's gonna be a disappointment this year because he ain't finna get the numbers y'all think he about to get. Because he ain't got the quarterback that's going the way he needs to be an actual number 1 receiver. So I know because I got him in my other fantasy league. He gave me a whopping 2.2 points. So I don't believe it, bro. Again, Fields is an amazing athlete. I don't think he's going to be what people think he is as a quarterback. I saw some people saying Justin Fields was a top 10 quarterback, and I'm like, why? Because he can run.
Said he was an MVP candidate. They said he was an MVP candidate.
That's why. Why? Because he can run.
Like,
he can run.
I don't get it.
He rushed for 1,000 last year. I think
they got DJ Moore, and they thought they had Patrick.
But everybody was like, "Oh, he got some receivers now. He gonna be throwing for 300."
No. Hold on, real quick. Miss Houston, what you think about Justin Fields? Probably needed to be said. Another one that I had, Kyle Pitts, 2 catches, 44 yards. Everybody's waiting for him to explode. I'm pretty sure as he was falling down the draft board, every single last one of us thought about picking him up.
I didn't.
But hesitated.
I did. I saw him a couple times and thought about grabbing him.
Like,
I don't know what they're doing in Atlanta, bro. I don't think it's him though. I think it's the Falcons, bro. It's the Falcons. It's not him because he's an exceptional talent. You put him on any other team, bro, that knows how to scheme, that man will go crazy. It's the Falcons. It's not him.
Drake London
too. Yeah, I agree. Drake London too.
Pitts, at the end of your rookie deal, I'm gonna send some folks, some reps to holler at you because I know a place where some tight ends will get utilized, and you know we.
So damn, done. What we talking about?
Yo, I put my pitch out there. I put my pitch out there.
Hey, that's crazy for real.
Yeah. One week he don't get utilized. Top 5 tight end though. Like, all right.
Nah, I don't think you're getting the gist of it.
But we know a place where some tight ends can get utilized.
Pride aside.
Y'all don't remember when we had Earth and Goddard 12 personnel?
Yo.
Nah, you're not understanding why we saying pause, brother.
What'd I say?
You said about some tight ends getting utilized.
And you know where they can get utilized, brother.
Jesus Christ.
Okay. Hey, look, we won't end the show now. Jesus Christ. End the show.
Wrap it up. Wrap it up. And on that note,
shout out to my 1-0 GMs this week, Brew. Winner, sir.
Hey, congrats to y'all boys for getting y'all dubs, man.
Yeah, congrats.
Bro,
congrats.
I thought you was gonna get a dub, bro. I thought you was gonna get a dub. I
thought I was too. Hey, but you know what? You know what? The problem is Josh Allen is afraid of Stephon Diggs, so he won't throw to nobody else.
That's it.
That's why he had 4 picks, because he kept forcing it to Stephon Diggs. Because he already knows if he don't give him the ball, Diggs gonna be on Twitter sending cryptic tweets bitching about not getting targets.
Mm-hmm.
So that's why he force feeds him all the time, bro.
Diggs,
he gonna cry. He gonna get 6 targets in the game and request a trade in week 3.
Diggs is gonna tweet from his.
I hate wide receivers, bro. They such
He
divas.
ain't gonna go to no burner.
Hey, Bravo, who you got? Gabe Davis?
Yeah,
You got Gabe Davis, Bravo? Thank God. I
yeah.
did not want to be tricked to him again.
But you know, it's like, damn, it's like, because here's my thinking is, okay, Diggs gonna be double covered, so Davis should get some, some one-on-one coverage that he might be able to beat. But Josh Allen gonna throw it to Diggs regardless if he's double or triple covered. I really feel like he's scared of that man.
Fuck it, he's down there somewhere.
Last year showed me that playoff performance from Gabe Davis. Nah, he just ain't it, brother. He ain't
nah, bro. I was I couldn't believe. I'm like, Gabe Davis might as well not been on the team on Monday night. He could have stayed home and got the same amount of targets.
There's a lot of receivers that was at the crib for sure.
Hey, Brew, how you feel about your fantasy matchup?
Petey?
Yeah.
I hear you.
Oh man, me and Petey, we rivals, man. We end up in the ship, Last year, I ain't gonna lie, I was waiting on Pete to try to send me a message to split, but he didn't, and I was like, cool, I want all the bread. But this week,
listen to this. Hey, do y'all hear this? There is no way that Brew thought he was gonna win that game. As we speaking on last year, Rob is the one who put that in your ear. Rob told you that you was gonna win.
No. Once I beat Kane, I wasn't worried about nobody. I ain't gonna lie to you. Once I beat Kane, I was all right.
Hey, Don.
Ain't no split, ain't no pot split.
Don, I'm gonna forever blame you for this, brother.
Let Brew in the playoffs.
Mm-hmm.
I appreciate it.
Yeah. Hey, if Pete give us 5 extra moves.
All right, bro. I appreciate it.
My dog Don it's a game to save a move for the playoffs and let Brew in. A year later, my man's on the mountaintop.
Hey, but look, this week
is done.
This week, man, if Pete's gonna have a better performance than last week. Pete probably gonna score about 65 this week. So that's enough not to be low, man. Como will be low, man. Again, Como might score 49 this week. Man. So
I'm telling y'all, bro. Como might not win a game this year, fam. I'm telling y'all. I don't think he's going to win a game this year. I think he's going to go for what we do, like 13 or 12 regular season games.
Everybody play 13. Everybody plays each other.
He might go 0 for 13, bro. Like, look, no, I'm 14, not even playing, bro. He might go 0 for 13, dog.
Hey, well, we wait till Como get back on here, and we're going to have him sign a contract. And basically the contract says if you go undefeated with L's,
you got to leave.
You got to go.
Yeah.
Here's the time I know what Bravo's saying is probably a 90% chance. When you have a player that scored 11 and you had another player that had like 16,
you only score 49.
And your team averaged 9 players averaged like 5.3 points per person. And you didn't play the 2 people that had double figures, and you dropped one for somebody we never dropped one. Hey, bro, it's over with.
Bro, I'm telling you. 0-13, bro.
I can't even really say nothing about the low man because with
14.
Dallas's defense, I would only scored about 40-50 myself. I've been neighbors with Pete down there.
Man.
But
as far as matchup is looking, me and Pete in the regular season, man, we have low scoring matchups.
Y'all matchup is looking close, man. This is a repeat of the championship, man. Are you gonna get revenge in the regular season? Then
I don't want
fall out in the playoffs again.
I don't want it now. I don't want it right now.
You want to go 0-2?
No, I'm gonna win, but I don't want my revenge right now. My revenge is gonna be later. When we meet in the playoffs, yeah.
Not if you keep putting up a double nickel, it ain't.
You need to be on the horn, calling some GMs about.
Get my line, brother.
I'm gonna ride. I'm gonna ride my horse out, man. I'm gonna ride my horse out. But my team did come out really, really cat. Yeah, they didn't perform. But this week.
What's that crazy ass list you had though? The couple pods back.
That's what I was about to say.
Yeah, the top team.
Can we see first? Can the dust settle?
We just
We just started running right now. We coming at the gun just went out. Pain. We are coming out of blocks. My back foot is still in the block right now.
Hey.
All right, man.
Don, I'm gonna beat Crip Mac. I'm calling Pete Crip Mac this week. And the reason, my guy Pete, my guy Pete is Crip Mac this week because on the scoreboard he was the nifty nickel.
Oh man.
Man. You gotta give the impersonation one time, bro.
Oh man.
Hey, bro, I ain't got it, man.
Let me hear it, dude.
That's some customer shit, cuz. That's my guy, Chris.
Oh my goodness.
But yeah, man, I'm gonna beat Pete like 76-65.
Wait, you
only gonna score 70 this week?
Way to step out there on the limb, Daniel.
If you score 70.
Hey, well, look, I saw when you said 30. What is it? What's Rick's name? 33.5 or something. And
30.75.
hey, man, you couldn't even squeak the 2-point dub out, bro.
Brad Rogers meddling ass.
Hey, bro, I don't want that bad juju on my team, bro. I ain't going crazy.
Don't do it, bro. Don't do it.
Hey, Bravo, me and you play each other this week too, and honestly,
no lies on.
I need Burrow and Chase. Without them, I'm nothing.
Hey, all I'm gonna say is this: I need my team to perform better than they did last week. I will say though, the one play I'm looking forward to is Debo. Debo always plays good against the Rams.
Man,
so I expect Debo to have a good week.
Versus the Rams this week.
No reason to change up the formula, man. Ayuk works real great.
Hey, Don, he
does. But I'm saying he does. But Debo always plays well against the Rams, bro. He always has good games against the Rams.
If it ain't broke, don't fix it, bro.
Hey, you won't get rid of
it ain't broke.
Booby Sanders, bro. Holla at me.
Well, nah, if you want to win, put Booby in. It didn't work last week. Didn't work last week for one of my teams.
I should have.
We play y'all at 4 o'clock.
I think so.
Are we linking this week, fellas?
Man, I'm gonna be in Bowling Green for a wedding, bro. I ain't even gonna be able to watch no football this Sunday.
Bro,
that's tough. I mean, I'm available if y'all trying to link.
Yeah, turn your ring off.
I need your log. Nah, Pete, I need your login, bro. I got to catch it on my phone or something.
Turn your ring off.
For what?
So you ain't getting no notifications while you at the wedding, man. We don't want to
brother, I'm trying to see my fantasy team win, bro. I'm just there for the look.
Rick, what's your prediction on you and Jones's matchup?
2-0.
Yes.
I don't even think I finished the question.
Yes.
No, you didn't finish the sentence.
Bro, because Jones didn't set his lineup last week, bro. I can't even take him seriously until he starts setting his lineup. Bro had Mark Andrews in.
Jones only won because he played Como.
Yeah. Ain't no Nicky Nichols on my team. I ain't gonna beat him by a million. I'm never gonna predict 30 points. I think that was blasphemous that the previous GM last week did that. I think I'll win by 6 or 7, something like that.
Y'all so humble.
Rib, what you think?
I ain't want to chip, brother. I can't be cocky. I ain't want nobody's chip.
Yeah, that is right.
Rib, what you think about you and Meech's matchup, man?
Man, Meech is supposed to be the big bad wolf, so I don't know, man. That's what everybody told me.
0-2.
Yeah. Talk to you over, man. Nah, man. Hey, Tua play New England. Hey, Tua's locked down, bro. No, Bill got me, man. Bill's got me, bro. Yeah, they got to get smoked. I ain't gonna play. Aaron Jones ain't gonna play. I'm good, bro. Zach Moss is healthy. You know, I'm back. You know, hopefully, you know, Jalen Hurts can find Dallas Goedert. You know, but I think I'm gonna win. But as long as Tua don't go off and he playing New England, come on, Bill Belichick, man, please
scheme something up.
Jefferson's playing Philly. Yeah, he's getting what 5, 6. watch him take off on me though. But
we got some injuries. We got some injuries, bro.
Bro, Justin don't never get fired.
We got some injuries, bro. My bad, Rick. I safety out.
Bradbury's out. Blankenship's out.
I'm definitely playing.
So big play Slade is gonna have to follow JJ around the field, and God bless for Murray.
Mm-hmm.
But man, that's a show. We saw KY Fantasy Podcast. Man, I think we had a 10-minute argument on here, but it is what it is. We got Commish Crip Man.
I'm sorry.
We got Eric Richardson. We got the homie Brew. Bravo. May the best man win. Rick and Brew and Pete. I honestly hope y'all niggas tied for real. But we saw KY out, man.
Peace.
All right, the Colts announcers is Cats.
What a championship, nigga. Yeah,
Craig Mack.
The Colts announcers
championship, man.
Colts announcers is Cat. Wire guys is Cat. The challenge guys in New York.
Hey,
Cat.
Rick said all of Indianapolis is Cat. You said,
and then Rick got a Colts
Indianapolis is Cat.
Any animals?
What do you say, bro?
Any animals?
Cat.
The Indianapolis Zoo.
Cat. Larry Bird. Cat.
The Indianapolis Motor Speedway.
Cat. The Indianapolis Cats.
Pacers.
Cat.
What's the
the fever.
Cat.
Hey, what about your boy? What about your boy beating that young lady up like that, man?
What?
The dude from Houston, the cat from Houston. Why he beat that young lady up like that, man?
Man, he been a head case for a while though. We drafted Cleveland drafted him in he got traded from Cleveland because he we traded for Torian Prince and he took his locker, bro. Just went off in the locker room, bro. Try to fight everybody and shit. So they traded him.
He's one of them.
Yeah,
have you seen this? Oh yeah.
They tried to trade him, bro. Who's gonna take y'all?
The thing is, he's a bucket. He a head case.
He's a bucket.
There's a lot of in the league.
He is a bucket for sure.
That nigga's a menace, bro. Get him out of here.
Mm-hmm.
Nah, you right. That's the only thing you've been right about this pod.
Hey man.
Yeah, what we
live stream.
Where do y'all want to link at this week? We can link this week, man. We can invite Beyond the Game out. Invite the whole BTG family, man, and we just kick back and kick it, man.
Anywhere besides Lexington, Kentucky Roosters, because
I say we go back to the spot, Don. We go back to your spot with the wings, man.
Cocktails.
Oh,
yeah. Cocktails too.
Yeah, wings was hitting.
Before we get off here, I gotta ask y'all a fantasy question, bro, for another league. I need y'all's advice on something. So I got in the league, I got Saquon, Ramondre Stevenson, Javonte Williams, and Jamal Williams. But my receivers is Calvin Ridley and Drake London and Quentin Johnston. That's all I got at receiver. And we seen what Drake London did. So somebody offered me a trade, Mike Thomas from the Saints and Jalen Warren for Javonte Williams. Would y'all do that with the running backs I got?
Yeah.
You guys, you said Saquon.
Do you believe in Mike Thomas?
I got Saquon, Ramondre Stevenson, Jamal Williams, and Javonte Williams.
Yeah.
So I'll be giving up Javonte and getting Mike Thomas and Jalen Warren.
Yeah, absolutely. Mike Thomas is gonna be him and Olave will be 1A and 1B.
I like
Mike. Hey P, where'd they go?
And Jalen Warren get
they went to Ohio State, but I mean
that's
Ohio
State
State don't you act like Ohio State produces stars on the offensive side. They do not.
What?
Defense. Y'all produce defensive stars. Y'all don't produce
offensive stars. Okay.
Who?
I mean, just name two of them.
No, those
He gonna
guys are
say,
good. They're good for
Eddie
fantasy
George.
purposes.
They're good for fantasy
George.
purposes.
Yeah. He said Eddie George.
Jesus Christ.
Mike G.
I'm trying to think. Damn. J.K. Dobbins, what?
My point.
They don't produce offensive stars, like I say. They produce defensive guys.
Brian Hartline. Our coach right there, star recruit.
Jesus Christ. Y'all too much for me, man. We gonna
Call us out.
Yeah. He was a bucket.
Zeke wasn't a star.
Carlos
he got a
Hyde.
star taking
I would call him. But he was all right. He had his flashes.
Zeke was a star. He was a star.
Yeah, Zeke was cold.
Yeah, Zeke
was
before
only
he got
hype,
washed.
y'all. He was only hype.
Nah, Zeke was before Zeke got washed
He
up.
was Larry Harvey. Like
Zeke was 3 years.
What did he do?
Star.
He hooped. That's what he did.
I mean,
3 years
did he
straight,
lead the league in
Did
Russia?
does he have an all pro? Is he all pro?
I believe so.
I don't know.
Not no more.
Right now.
No. I'm saying ever. Let's check it out for next pod.
Okay.
I don't think so.
Right.
He was a 3-year star.
Yeah, for the Cowboys. He had a star, like they say, he had a star on his helmet. Zeke,
He was the Salvation Army star.
And now that
But he was, you tripping. He was eating a lot.
He was all pro in 2016.
Okay, in 1 year he got one.
Yeah.
Okay, all right, I'll give him that. He was a star in 2016. I'm sorry.
y'all
produced one. Don, y'all produced one. I'm sorry.
Second team all
Right,
pro.
right now, bro. Right now,
Two-time NFL rushing leader.
They competing with Bama with the wide receivers, bro, in the league. Ohio State is right now.
By you mean like by quantity, not quality.
We try to compete with LSU for real.
They got Olave.
Yeah, man.
They got Michael
Garrett
Thomas,
Wilson.
Garrett Wilson, Jackson Smith-Njigba about to hoop.
Okay.
And then that man comes in next year's draft. He generational. Hopefully he don't go to the Colts.
Hey.
They gonna waste him away.
I don't know, bro. You tripping because they got, if you think about it, Calvin Ridley, like.
No, I just said they competing. I didn't say they over.
Julio Jones.
Yeah, bro. Yeah.
Bro, we're talking about
Devontae Smith.
Julio's not in the league right now.
Devontae Smith. Amari Cooper.
Derrick Henry.
We talking about wide receiver, bro.
Oh, my bad. I just, that's my guy.
For the sake of the show, we're gonna throw in Henry Ruggs too because he was gonna be cold.
Yeah.
Smitty,
Well, if they got a team,
Judy, Ruggs.
Yeah, Judy.
Terry McLaurin. Don't forget about Terry McLaurin.
Waddle. Jada.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, man. Scary Terry is Ohio State. Jalen Waddle.
So here's
Terry came to us out of spite.
The top four receivers right now from Bama that's in the league versus the top four from Ohio State. It's Waddle, Devontae Smith, Amari Cooper, and Calvin Ridley, right? Is that the four?
Yeah.
And then you got Terry McLaurin, Olave, Garrett Wilson, and Michael Thomas.
Hey,
it's not far apart, bro. It's still Bama, but it ain't far apart.
No, it is.
No way.
You said Mike Thomas. He's like 3 years too.
Right now, Ohio State is a lot of hype.
Like in college as a team?
No, we saying as far as production. They got the talent, but they got to go out and do it.
You talking through the microphone, brother?
You got
you watching yourself talk? Why are you?
He on this
I don't know, bro. I just started doing that.
Oh my God, we in another game. Bye, brother.
I was trying to hear what he was saying.
Yeah, we gotta get you out of here.
Bro, always got
we catch you on the 920 episode, brother. Don't come here.
Dang it. Oh man.
All right, guys.
Yeah, gotta get out of here. Late night with We So KY, man. We gonna holler at y'all next week.
All right, Rim, I'll float your head, baby boy.
Peace.
Peace.